I just washed my hair. Testing, testing. Testing, 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 testing. Testing. Okay. Think my sound is good. I'll do it. Test on kick. Probably I would have to turn off this one. The one that's from the laptop, because sometimes that makes it echoey. Now I turned it off, so it should be prime. It should be peak audio if I'm close enough. Can't hear shit. Go to live. Testing, testing. Okay, now I can hear stuff. Very interesting. The general mic is not picked up, it seems. Okay, so last time we've had a bunch of issues with the Streamlabs platform itself and with the multi-streaming. And this time what I want to be doing is just like have a short stream where I at least attempt a screen share and see what happens. I've taken the steps that Cloud Code has advised me, which were I'm a bit far from the mic with this setup. Okay. I need this at like not. This is 100%. That's a lot. 50 or 20. 20 is enough if it's warm. 20. Okay, yeah. So this is just going to be mainly a testing stream, establishing that I can like rot and watch YouTube and make a stream from it, and that the audio works. Two things that I've done since the last time is restarting the permissions for both screen recording and audio recording internal from Streamlabs via the settings. And the main thing that I think have caused our problem, due to the problem like getting increasingly worse, always restarting the screen capture, it freezing completely after like an hour of me just restarting everything. When I checked, I had 2 gigabytes left in storage. So that's a very likely culprit. Because I was doing a local recording, of course it was running out of space, and this is the way I want it to be. When I'm doing a recording and it's running out of space, please freeze. It did the right thing if that was the cause of it. So I'm happy because before, when I was using pure OBS just for recording for myself, it would not, like, I wouldn't see anything. I would just not know that it wasn't recording, and like when you figure it out at the end, that just hurts. So we will do that for the first 10 minutes, and then I will actually assemble my wardrobe. This is going to be like a corner rack, because like my cleaning lady is saying I cannot live the way I do. I got the biggest fucking office table that there is in IKEA, and now I cannot fit into my mouse whole room. So like we are throwing out the table and we are putting in a wardrobe instead, because I didn't really have one before. The circumstances in my room, you will not get to see it. That's like some Patreon shit, how messy it is. So I'm gonna like record like a documentary offline for sure, like not live, but I will assemble the wardrobe live. Yeah, so let's get into the Streamlabs testing. And I think that will take, okay, I think I will say in the chat like what the schedule is, right? Schedule first 10 minutes. Stream Streamlabs desktop screen share YouTube audio testing. It's not really testing, it's more like troubleshooting. Audio troubleshooting. Assembling rack, corner, wardrobe. 3 a.m. in the EU. It's 3 a.m. in the EU, but what would I say? What kind of streamer streams? I have a new plan, which is streaming in the US hours. So how I'm going to work that out is literally going to, like, I finish work at 6 p.m. I'm literally going to go sleep then I wake up at midnight, and then I can start streaming maybe until 4 a.m. and then I would sleep from 4 to 8 a.m. And this is like very big part of it is because like my first like audience member who is also in my Discord community, I feel like the parasocial bond is getting too strong. And I needed a little bit of a break from it, but also I don't want to block him because he is the only person in my Discord community channel. And like he is cool, but like I don't know, live streaming is such a crazy thing to be doing. And like like also like my relationship with my audience, especially being a strong, like a small streamer, it is stronger, and I did not think that this could like affect me. But like when I am streaming like for 7 hours a day in the weekend, and like for 5 hours of it he was like there chatting with me, and like I don't know, like a little bit in a flirty way, and like what, like I can only take 20 hours of that without also like developing a reverse parasocial relationship, right? So I think, but at the end of the day, there is only one question. Is this good content? And I think maybe not. Like maybe like me, because it's too much one note. I've already explored all there is to explore about like the female experience being a small live streamer. Like people have to do so much to find you on Twitch, on Kick, when you're like streaming to 0, or like currently I'm to 2 to 3 viewers right now. People have to go to the bottom of the list. I could not find like the small streamers when I tried to, because it just takes so much scrolling. So like the people obviously that will end up there, some of them have the intentions of like having, let's say, a free flirting experience with these small female streamers who are desperate. Like I'm not any different from that. Like I'm also desperate, and it also feels really nice to have like chatters for the first time and such things. And I understand that like some women like in his experience, the things that he got them to do, I'm thinking, girl, you should not. Why would you do that for free? Like literally. So I've until now been here with the purpose of wanting to see it all. I was showing the spam. I was showing the thing that are outrageous before like I blocked it. So like I wanted to capture the streamer experience as it is, but I think we've had enough of like the suck check requests. And like we've had enough of that, and I feel like I'm done being a small streamer. That's how I feel. Like streaming to 0 was easier. I can't handle it. And I'm also thinking maybe people in the EU who are watching live streams are just more, maybe it's more eroticized versus in the US where it's like a normal thing to watch a female streamer, and it's not just because you're like doing who knows what, you know? So, but this is also like such a terrible cope. Like now, like streaming has become such a part of my life that it's kind of like the first thing I want to do when I like stop work. And then I think that like it's not really his fault because he also didn't really do anything wrong then, like other than constantly like testing and pushing the boundaries. But you know, like in a light-hearted way. So I also would feel bad like blocking him, but I also didn't really feel comfortable streaming. So that's really a difficult spot to be. And I just wonder, like, do I have to be constantly dealing with this, you know? And like how, like I was also thinking, if I have a bigger audience, then this reverse parasocial connection will get less, right? Like if I feel like somewhat connected, like how do the people feel who like even, you know, the ones who are watching, I'm only like seeing a chat. So obviously it's like really strong. I cannot do anything about that, but I can influence like how I feel towards my viewers. Um, and in order for me to not feel too strongly about my viewers, I literally will have to like get more so I don't get too attached. Bro, this is because literally like his profile picture on Discord is a parrot. Like how like I cannot be like flirting with a parrot, you know? Or like what do I know? What do I know, right? Like this really could be anything. This is not really a comfortable spot for me to be. Yeah. I guess I have like really mixed feelings. And like it's also weird talking, but like right now I think he's probably not here, but maybe he's here. You never know where you're live. But like this is like 2 3 a.m. That would be crazy. That's like my level of crazy being doing this right now. But also I guess I found the need to like talk to people off stream about these things because it's not having only talking about in a place like, you know, where I'm so exposed about my feelings about this. Yeah, but so how am I gonna be big? I've got a fucking plan. I've got the plan. And the plan is okay, so I was watching Devin Nash, who is, I think, the next. He only has 150K followers right now on YouTube. I'm predicting he's going to be like huge in a small niche of creators. He is next level. He's like Gary V on steroids, but like he's just more up to date. Anyways, let me not drizzle him too much. But he was just talking about statistics and that on Twitch, like you have too many streamers compared to how big of an audience you have. It's literally like 1 to 20. And Devin said that like a healthy viewer ratio would be like 1 to 400. I don't know where that number is coming from. But that's the fucking stats you have. How much of an audience are you going to have if like there is only 20 viewers for each person? And the other thing with like bad discoverability, all these streaming platforms are only feeding the top people already on top. That's why they are all view botting to get there to the top, because that's like a discoverability mechanic. Maybe I should, no, not me, or I would never say so on camera. But not yet for sure, you know, because I feel like there is so much more that I can do before I get there. But that is a step that like a top creator, I believe, that all top creators are doing. But I'm not a top creator yet. So I think maybe it's not people who are just like starting out buying like viewers. I want to see when I have like 2 to 3 viewers so that I know that like I have this earned traffic, and it will, you will lose it when you have like 10K fake ones, you know. Then how do you know when you have like 2 or 3 people? It's important. uh yeah, how I'm going to do it on YouTube. Twitch 1 to 20, YouTube 1 to fucking 4,000. And like the amount, he said the amount of like channels that have posted more than 7 times consistently, it's like, I think that's the 1 to 4,000, not people who have ever started a channel. So he said literally they need creators on YouTube, like as overcrowded, as oversaturated as the market is. Like, bro, I'm literally getting spams. I just got spammed by Twitch. Twitch is a fucking spam farm. Okay. Um, it's always a different one. I cannot even block them. I could just block that or org, or like having a dot in it. Yeah, just block. How does it not block a link when you like separate the .org? Really, that's how easy it is to like cheat the Twitch system. Anyways, so what am I going to do? I already have like a live stream to YouTube editor that I've been working on for months, and it works. I've tried it like in a stream 3 days ago. So now the only thing that I will need is consistency. So every stream we are going to start by rewatching one of my videos that I've made before. I've just downloaded all of my chats from all platforms via Cloud Code. So I'm going to be able, when you are a small streamer, it looks better when you are popping up one chat instead of having a stale chat that is like only one person. It's not a good look when it stays like the same and the viewer isn't engaging with it as like a part of the thing. But yeah, I've downloaded it because Kik will keep it for a month on the back burner. But like these words on Kik and Twitch disappear after 7 days. So you gotta download them. And like Cloud Code can do it all for you. It's really easy. So what? So yeah, doing one every day, and once I have approved the edit, I'm going to have like a title and thumbnailing session. So, but like and after that, I would want to binge YouTube because I binge and rot YouTube, and like it's great content apparently on the internet these days. So I just don't want to miss out, and then I can rot and watch YouTube with other people. That's like the best. It's a job. That's crazy that it's a job, but it's the best one. And okay, so let's do it. Okay. So this is going to be, so now until now I talked, this was kind of fun. This is not going to be fun if you're not a creator. It has been a shit show the last time, me troubleshooting the sound of the YouTube. So I'm just letting you know that this is going to be a boring shit show. I think I even have it in the title, assembling wardrobe boring stream. That was the boring, yeah, assembling the wardrobe is also going to be boring, but testing, that's the main boring stuff. Okay, now that you are forewarned, we may go ahead. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open Chrome. I'm gonna start a new page. Like I will share it once like privacy's on, you know. Oh no, are you for serious? No. Have I blocked YouTube again? Because I block YouTube. We got a streamer university. It's not what you think it is, don't we?
Here we go again.
What a genuine genius this guy is.
Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen. It's already feeling a little slower. Interesting. Yeah, it's on for now. To screen webcam, Chrome, Gemini. So what I'm doing, I'm moving the screen under the Chrome thing, and the Chrome thing we are going to restart that one. And we are choosing the Chrome. Where is it? At least you see what I'm searching for. Yeah, I should share more of my screen when I'm troubleshooting, because this is good content for like teaching people how to use Streamlabs through experience. Why isn't my Chrome in there? I don't see it. Windows server. Interesting. not fucking there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cancel. Maybe add a new one. Whatever, let's add a new source. We are gonna call it window capture. It just looks better, like it's bigger when you are doing a window capture and not just a regular screen capture. Add existing source. I don't know what this is anymore. I'm just gonna add a new one. I'm gonna call it YouTube free. Add source, select option. It really should be here, the option for it. Okay, I went back to the Chrome. Like, literally, how does it not see it, or am I not seeing it? Windows server, wallpaper, system, desktop, notification. Hey, Jack. Jack is saying, I'm a girl. Wait. Jack is saying, wait, maybe I can just show you what is happening. I'm a girl named Lina. I'm logged in from my brother's account. I'm from Lebanon. What's your name? I'm Uvana. Hi. What's up? How did you end up here? That's like a strong backstory for a name. If it's true, you are the first female viewer. Have you played golf? Yeah, I played golf. Like, I did a weekend course and then I went on the field one time. Bro, it's time to take the chat off screen. We knew that was coming, didn't we? Okay, I'm curious where this scam is going. We will see. I feel like this is kind of, you know what? It seems kind of like a pre-constructed series of messages where, yeah, that's what it seems like. I'm not sure what the game is in, like, what the call to action is. Yeah, I will not engage with these texts at this point. Okay, what? I should show it for a second. Just one. Okay, now it's back. It's not quite explicit content what they are saying, but it's also not, I don't know. Like, how did that come up in you? That question on, you're saying, give me your opinion about girls who grew their armpit hair. Do I have a tattoo? I have the tattoo story. What is that? Okay, I guess. Like, I'm gonna go back to thinking about okay, so you came in this chat. I will say that it seems a lot like a scam, kind of, and it seems like you have kind of a call to action that you're circling. And I'm curious, like, what's your scam? You can tell me already. Now the person is saying, I feel like in post I could do more editing of the comments, and I could keep some of the bad things that they said like in the video for context. Okay, Jack, I'm just gonna say that I don't believe that you're a female, okay? Uh, but I guess if you, like, I figured out you're a scam. If you still want to be here, like, I'm curious about what you're like, I swear I'm a girl. A girl would never say that. Like, a girl would not care. Um, and like, I don't even understand how that's supposed to be like. I don't know. Like, when you are like rushing into somebody's stream and sharing like these stories that are sort of on the borderline of explicit and really like they are all circling your butt, right? So you're a girl. What you're telling me, okay? What you're telling me is that you're a woman going around in small streamers' chat rooms and telling awkward stories, including your butt. Is that how you spend your time? Okay, not judging, interesting, but like, how does it usually work out for you? And like, what do you get out of it? And like, now you're asking me about like my first Brazilian wax experience and how old I was and how painful it was, and saying was a week ago. Okay, you're not a female. Or like, I have not seen such a desperate female. Like, there is just like a level of security in the world that like being a female gives you, just because of the, well, because of the asymmetries in mating and women being the selectors due to like the length and the strain of the pregnancy that it takes on a woman. Um, yeah, so for these reasons, women don't go around asking other small streamer women about their Brazilian wax. This is the reason that you're likely not one, or you have like mental health issues, which is like fine, but it seems more like a spam. And it also seems like maybe you are an AI. You're being too philosophical. Well, this is the content here. Well, I'm trying to figure what do you want me to. I'm not gonna talk about like my waxing experiences. Like, I also have laser hair removal, by the way, so I don't have these problems anymore. Um, yeah, this is just like, oh, I think the game is like being like, hi, I'm another female. I've had these intimate experiences. And then you try to get me to talk about like my experiences because you think I would open up about it. Iceman was nice, man, says Twin help me. Bro, I thought in the US market I will be saved as a small streamer, but literally this but this is the life I'm living. So I don't know. Hey, I don't know. I'm getting a lot of like spam. They are very active. Um, Now the words have gotten explicit from. Okay, do you still expect me to believe you're a woman? You are. You know what? I'm going to. This is going to be an exercise in moderation. Um, Mod actions. Um, Timeout. 5 minutes. Okay, so what I did like a timeout for this Jack and Jill, Jack and Jill, Jekyll and Hyde person, uh, and it went well. So now I'm just gonna time out and then I'm going to block. But I guess I haven't had this kind of situation before. I mean, this was different. This didn't really feel like a normal person or a normal male interacting with me. It felt kind of unsettling, I have to say. So actually, I'm going to do a proper ban. What, then they are just banned in the chat, but they can still like watch. Iceman is saying I've been in a stream where they were trolling women with fake donation. Fuck that. It seems like, yeah, it seems like, yeah, I felt like something like that was coming because I guess it would have taken like 5 more minutes. Okay, I guess like, so I'm kind of, I'm now considering the differences. They use her, that thing. Iceman, where are you from? What's up with you? What's your deal? You seem quite upset about the treatment of females in the streamer world. That's nice to see. I don't know. Your messages also seem a little unhinged, I will say that. This is just the free AM. This is just the US scene, I guess. In the EU, it's like mentally healthy people trying to like flirt with a female. In the US, it's kind of like people are unhinged and I'm not even sure what they are trying to do. Like, sorry, Iceman, but this is, you're giving unhinged. Like, it's not necessarily like an offensive thing to say, right? You're from Poland? Oh, then it's not the US causing this to be. Wait, what time is it where you are? Then it's like 4 a.m., 2 to 4 a.m. somewhere? In the meantime, I'm gonna try to add the source. 3.5. Bro, like, bro. And like, what do you do? What is your state of mind? Are you like feeling well? Not to like be mean. I don't mean to be mean. It's just I want to, understand the people who end up being here. This has been an intense 5 minutes for me with the chat. Okay. Yeah, like I was upset, just that thing. Yeah, I feel that. Okay, I'm gonna try to add the window capture again. Maybe it won't let me add a new source because that's already been added. We've got it. Bro. No. This was kind of a scary image. I don't even want to see that. But that's one of the starting images. Yeah, so we are going to be looking at that. But that's just for a few seconds. That's just the intro. Okay. Webcam. Full screen. Okay. And now I'm gonna be starting to test the YouTube. Or like test the sound. Go to live. Go to live.
Here we go again.
What a genuine genius this guy is. Just literally getting everyone else in the world, all the other creators in the world, to be doing his freaking bidding for him and his advertising for
It's working. But is it going to still work when we are having it on top? We have to put ourselves in like there, like that. Hey, that boy met again. Bro, I've had a hard time in the chat again. You probably don't even see it all. It's been a shit show. Yeah, the setup, it seems to be working though. The problem was probably that I was running out of storage on my Mac and doing like local save. So now I was complaining for 30 minutes about the EU market of viewers, or not, like having the mixed feelings I usually have. And I've escaped this time zone because I thought from like my viewer that I'm getting a little too parasocial with. And now, I don't know, sometimes streaming is crazy. But let's just focus. Let's focus on, let's be goal oriented. Oh yeah, and in 5 words, what I was talking about in 30 minutes, yeah, I guess I am done being. Wait, I don't like this guy's face next to
and
mine.
you know who he picks? All the biggest creators, all the FaZe, all the that new Como house, all the AMP. They just sketch.
Right on cue, after the announcement of the participants of Streamer University, we have think
This
piece
is
after think piece about who belongs and who doesn't. People are criticizing Kai Cenat, saying that there's nothing but BBL women in there, there's nothing but friends in there, there's nothing but celebrities in there, and there's nothing but big streamers in there. And to be honest with you, this is something that Kai Cenat called almost verbatim that people will be criticizing him for.
A lot of niggas about to hate me after this, whether it's good or bad, whatever it is. A lot of niggas
Yeah. So I think it's just.
going to hate me. Yeah. I can see the TikTok think pieces already. You don't get accepted.
Okay.
You didn't get accepted.
And
Yeah. So. Okay, now I'm going to talk. Let's get it back on Kai. I like him as a background. So the plan will be rewatching an edit that the AI made every day and posting to YouTube kind of every day, one long form. And that's how I will be escaping the small streamer hell. Not you, but bro, I don't know. Do you see the text before? It was mostly on Kick that I've had some bad text. But there was a man, that username was Jack, and he was like, no, I'm actually a woman. And tell me about your waxing experiences. It wasn't even a guy flirting. It was an unhinged person. And I've put him only in a timeout, which may not be enough. I should have probably done a permanent ban. But I just have a morbid curiosity about what people's deal is. And wanting to know, wanting to recognize different kind of scams that because this was a new kind of scam, whatever this was. But I should probably not just be on a timeout. Yeah, I'm curious, like, how people react to a timeout. Do they come back? What happens after that? Okay, I should probably just ban them. It was Jack. Yeah. Just ban. I've been too polite. I need to be banning. This is good. This is a good step to take. Okay. So I guess we've kind of, I just want to be like a little bit, they come back after a timeout. Okay. Maybe they get even more, like, one thought I had is that maybe they get like even more riled up in that time that they are waiting for it to be over. But like, this is not going to be the person I'm gonna figure that out with, because this was just like a little bit too creepy. Yeah. Just the stories were too in-depth. Like, why is this, like, I don't know. It was a little unsettling. They are banned. It's good. And they are also like easily recognizable by their chats. So if they come back in a different form, we'll find it. Anyways, that's how I've heard that, like, the way other creators deal with it is just, yeah, they just ban and they have mods, so they may never even really get to see these weird stuff and don't get these feelings about streaming. I guess if I'm like keeping this person like in my aura, like I will get a bad feeling about like in a space where like I should feel free and like self-actualizing and stuff.
I think pieces already. We don't get accepted. We didn't get accepted.
And I guess if you look at the biggest names on the roster, then maybe I could understand how some people are getting to these conclusions. But honestly, they are wrong. Not only are you seeing celebrities, but you're seeing big streamers, professors, people who have already had motion. But when you start to break down the numbers as to who is in streaming university, you realize that, I ain't gonna lie, people are turning a blind eye to the reality of the fact, and it's probably based on the fact that they are jealous that they didn't get in. It seems
I'm jealous. I missed the deadline. I figured all these YouTube videos about Streamer University started coming out like 3 days after the deadline, at least like in my algorithm. So it was too late by then. Also, probably it would not be right for me. I'm just like doing a different type of content than like probably anybody else, like than most people. And I really want to be leaning into my niche. This is not just like a business for me. That doesn't really have a point if I start doing like what other people are doing. So I think that is a risk, having an audience and getting an audience before you figured out like what your thing is. So actually, I did not feel too bad about it. Also, it's like a big trip from the EU to the US, and I'm like, I'm good here. In the EU, it's nice here, you know. Who is going over there okay, I would have gone. I need to cope, okay? I need to cope. But next year I'm gonna apply. I feel like as a professor, by next year we will be there. Okay, let's just
as though the
give them a
backlash
chance.
is misguided. It's never supposed to be let anybody in university. So I think we need to break down who got into Streamer University and why people are hating so much. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long, long way for the channel. If you subscribe, I'ma let you into Omizi University.
Is it not?
I just need a rename.
Streamers trying to make it. You're putting millionaires into the team. What does he need this for?
At this point, I just need to rename Stream University to Celebrity University, because that's basically all that he got in it. Skyjax, Queen, Naja, Dream Doll, and Clarence. The worst one for me was Skyjax, because what the is she possibly going to talk about and do? You don't want to hear about your baby father, I'm sorry. It's like to all the creators that stood him on and the Empress applications in New York and Atlanta, like basically he just used y'all as promo.
Oh, brother, these guys stink.
Well, it is like promo for him generating all this hype. And it was like a bit. But like, what's wrong with that? It's kind of like the X Factor, which is a show that is built on the people who have like no self-awareness nor voice. And they are the whole reason people stay there by the end to listen to people who are good, because listening to somebody who can sing well, it's not a good story by itself. That's not a show people will watch. They need the people going there to fail, their dreams broken in front of our eyes. We're consuming it as an audience, we're thriving on it. And that's what makes the show. That's what gives the attention to the people who are good.
In the aftermath of
That's like the format of a talent scout situation.
Stream University's acceptance list, I've had to have my ear yapped off by nonsensical content creators, streamers, Twitter people, Instagram people about their think pieces and theories as to why that there are so many celebrities and big
Oh yeah, I think probably all the people that like got in are probably like not small anymore. They, I think, at least are mid-sized and stuff like that. And that's, I guess, what you want, to shoot somebody from mid to like stardom, and not from like 15 followers to stardom. It may be a bit of a big jump.
name streamers in Streamer University. This tweet says, I'm not gonna lie, Kai only picked like max 5 people who were affiliates or had a low following. Not speaking for myself, by the way, I'm partner. Everybody else was either partnered or...
But that's like 5% of 100 people. It's actually a lot. They are keeping the pool diverse. Okay, I don't really care that much about this video. It was more for like the first one that came up for testing, and like streaming is always a relevant topic here. But I'm gonna start putting together the wardrobe. Maybe like I've had a weird title where I said assembling wardrobe boring stream. Usually I have like a more interesting title. Maybe that's why we got so many weird chatters in the beginning. And what I'm also going to do, I'm going to change microphones for the... But I guess this was a success then. This was a success. My screen worked. I think mostly it is storage. You need like 10 gigabytes free so that you can like safely keep recording. And right now I have like 30 gigabytes free. I will never have more than like 40, 50 gigabytes free because I did not pay the extra 200 euros when buying a MacBook. You just have to do that as a content creator. I did it like for my phone, for my second phone, and I kept my shitty phone, my previous iPhone, as like a personal phone. Having a separate content phone is nice. Like I'm using my personal laptop as the content laptop, but I think if you're serious, it's nice like having, especially with streaming and like not doxing yourself, it is nice to not even be able to do that, right? That's eliminating a big risk. Okay, so I'm going to be doing what? Okay, I guess I show you the mic. I'm also getting the second version of this tomorrow, and I'm going to give this to my friend that I want to do a podcast with. So this is the DJI Mic Mini, and it has served me well, but I'm not fan number one of this tool because I just like to go as far in audio as I can, and I feel like this is a subpar solution, especially with streaming when the quality will be encoded. But I've tried a wired mic for like 30 euros, 2 of them. It sounds good in recording but not good on streaming, so I'm going back to unwired. And it's also more modern, like, especially when I get like the second version of this, you want a big adapter. The bigger the adapter is, the better it is. If it has like a thin phone adapter, that's a red flag. So I'm quite pleased with this. Is this number one? Probably it is. So I'll plug out. Okay. Testing. I think it's on. It's moving. I'm gonna test on kick. Test on kick. Test on kick. It works. Okay. Wait, it shows that I banned the person. This is what it looks like. I banned them in the Twitch chat. You can buy a portable extended storage for MacBook to increase space. Yes, I can hear you. Nice. Okay, like this is what I have right now. This is like an SSD card, which is kind of like an SD card on steroids. So like when I plug it in, it has an extra 2 terabytes and it should be like waterproof and all things proof. Is like this what you mean by portable extended storage? Like the thing with this one has been that like sometimes when my laptop dies, it goes like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. You should have disconnected the SSD card before your laptop died. So I always have to like really watch out not to close it and stuff like that. And it's a little bit, if it was like really tied to the laptop, I would have like an easier life. But with this, it's always kind of a, I don't know, it's a constant thing I need to have on my laptop. Like every week I'm gonna have to scrub out and then have it on for editing as well. It has saved me. I could not content create without it, but it is a little annoying. But yeah, still it's the best you can get, I think, an SSD card. But like portable extended storage, did you mean an SSD? Maybe you meant like Lassie, like one of the older types that's like not even older, it's just cheaper. Because this one for 2 terabytes, this was like 200 euros. I think if you get it's called maybe HDD, like the lacy with the orange thing around it. Yeah, that's portable SSD. Nice. Okay, I think that like the only people who aren't creepy are like people who are like fellow content creators. And like, yeah, because like actually my second chatter like back in the day, my first chatter was also a creep, and like he wrote like a lot of explicit words, and then like my second chatter came in because he like saw what happened, and that it was like a big moment. And then we talked. At that time I was doing like unboxing for like an audio interface, and then we talked about that. Yeah, I guess with other people sometimes there is just not so much to do, and like being into content creation is kind of a reason to go into like small streamers chat. There is also like the reason to feel seen, to have like a direct conversation, and like ulterior motives, as we've seen in the beginning of the sesh. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm set up. Okay. I just washed my hair and then I put a bunch of product in it. This is when it looks the worst. Right after it's drying in, because it leaves a cast, but then the cast will break like in a day or so, and then it will be great. Now it's decent. Okay. So I start doing is this a good light? This is more of an experimental angle. Okay, so we have the wardrobe here. It's called Life's Green foldable wardrobe. It was 47 euros, and the reason what this is for is so I live in a student building, I don't have too much space, I don't want to buy like a big wardrobe, but I need a wardrobe. Or at least like my cleaning lady says so. So I'm throwing out my table, and in a huge table I'm going to get a tiny table that like escalates with a button, so I can like have an ergonomic desk for my neck, a tiny one, so it doesn't get messy. And she said like get this one. I did not trust it because, you know, it is this type of thing, like with like these plasticky metal racks, and I've had a bad experience before where I had some books on a shelf like this and it fell like after a few months, one of them. The other ones are still in my room, but I don't really use it because of how it's set up. But she said the cleaning lady's daughter had this one, so she said I can trust it. So, and she's coming tomorrow or today, it's 3 a.m. So I'm gonna start putting it together and also make a review of it for YouTube. This is the plan. Yeah. So it's not like content pillared anymore. This is just like recording what I gotta do. And maybe like I should do like an overview of what I'm going to do in the coming days. I think I might have like a swimming stream again, like IRL, because like I just really miss swimming. I'm getting a very high neck swimsuit so that like it's good for streaming. It's the opposite of a bikini because you don't wanna get that reputation on Kick. But like I still like to stream from like by the pool. I like to do podcasts like in random places. Like in a cafe. I could do a podcast anywhere. Okay, this is a shit show, and I don't even know how to put it together, and I don't even know where to start. There isn't like a description for it. This dress is so nice. I got it like in a second-hand shop with my mom. She's got good taste. We have these. We have smaller ones. It doesn't have a how-to. Bro. Like my cleaning lady would help me tomorrow, but like I don't have that kind of money. So I wanted to like help, you know, at least get it started, because she's gonna have a lot to do like in my room, and that's not something I can fix. I can put together a wardrobe, but I cannot clean my room. Okay, there is zero instructions for this. So I guess I have to go online to find it. Wait, got it, found it. Yeah, I guess you just have to like eyeball it. Okay, so my plans for like the next, oh, I didn't finish other than going to swim. I also wanna apply to this art competition, to which the deadline I think was the 15th, and like do some tutorials on like how to generate better images, do some research on previous people who have made it to somewhere being an AI artist and how did they differentiate themselves. So that's something I'm thinking about, but mostly what I'm thinking about is like doing editing streams and then like whatever. I don't really know. So I guess just get at it, start putting these things in each other, I guess. So this is a corner piece, or not? Are these all equal sides? Yeah, I think it doesn't, it's kind of like an optical illusion, but they're all equal sides. Okay, so just getting started with the labor. It doesn't really fit. It fits into this one. So I've put a long one, but maybe that's not the one I should have put. Well, definitely it's going to stand like this in the corner, or this down there. I'm gonna try it in everywhere. Yeah, it doesn't want to go here, but it did go in. Yeah, it will go in anywhere. Okay. You have to attach and stack pieces. Okay. I'm pushing it in fully so that like they are all equal, so it's not gonna go like zhuzh. Attach and stack. Wow, on one side, like it's just this long, but we don't, which is interesting. I guess that's done with one of these. They just, maybe we have one like this, that's at the top. It makes me think there might be like some straight ones. There is one that is only like freeway. Okay, I guess this is almost a straight one. But I'm thinking there should be like a completely one that is just a tunnel for the really long one. There are tops for like the ends. Interesting. There is one like this for the corner. I don't see one for this very long. Okay, well, there is only one very long side, and maybe I haven't yet found it in the 67 pieces. So I will just start putting together whatever. It's easy to like get them out once you started. So I guess we are not really taking risks. And if it's all the same sizes, then then it's not as hard. A little bit of me thought that like the bottom were squares so that I have to logic, but no logic will be used in this operation. No need to worry. Maybe this is gonna be easy. Interesting, this one did not go in as deep into the side. Maybe that's on purpose. No, this one went in deep. Interesting. I will do another one before I start judging. These, where are these going? Wait. I thought there was no new info. I should watch a tutorial like the one I'm going to make now of how this is done to have some sense of security with it. Okay, no, this is definitely bigger than this. Or no? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna show. This one does have some asymmetry. You see that the one horizontal longer than the one going up. Slightly. So is that the one that didn't take it in fully? Yes, that's the one. Then it is correct that it's not taking in. One of them does not go in very deep, which is interesting. But probably we will have to be orienting it. Nice, but it's not hard to do. It's just a little it's a little medial. Let's say it that way. It's not like stimulating intellectually. I feel like the mic should be more down so that like really it's picking up the noise. Sometimes when it's under my chin, I feel like maybe it's not picking things up as well. Placement of lava mics is important. Okay. We're going places. This is big actually. Look, I could fit into one piece like this. You putting your construction skills to work. We didn't know I have them, but now we know. Bro. Maybe I should connect two of these together or start from the bottom. Oh, these are the legs. These little ones, wait, I have to find the little one now. These little ones are the legs. That's what it's for. And that's the only place another length occurs. So we can do that almost as like the last thing. Yeah, I think maybe I should build a square first. Or like a long line. Maybe make the baseline here. And at least I have that. And then the cleaning lady is like gonna help me. She's got the construction skills for sure. Or I have to watch a YouTube tutorial, maybe like even now, about how this is done, if I knew the name. There must be some people. It's going though, it's going. I could I ruin this? Not really, right? I think that the way that I've done this before, and then actually I just had like, it was saying first put together these and these things. Like, see, now I'm trying to do this. I don't even know anything, right? It would be faster, I think, if I watched somebody, but like, I don't want to go back into trying to monitor the audio. Okay. Like now I need to be fitting it in like this. Yeah, I think the thing that they do first is like making the square. Because now we have to do the 3 pieces from here. Okay, so this was a long one. Yeah, I think that all long ones should actually be facing to the top. Because there is 3 shorter ones and 1 longer one. So where else would it face but the top? No, this is different than these ones. These are, bro. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then I'm gonna the BRB break. And then I guess look up what this shit is called and see if there is a tutorial on it to just like make sure I'm not going down the wrong route. This is the a spider! I'm not even gonna hurt it. I'm so demure. But this was not. It's going to my guitar bag. It went to my guitar bag. That's not okay. But I'm trying to like be, I don't know, not hurt the spiders though. Yeah, that's my New Year's resolution. Okay, I'm gonna do a BRB screen, the regular schmegular one. That spider, wait, where's the mic? That spider trying to play the itsy bitsy spider song on your guitar. It's trying to do something. It's up to something. Okay. I'm gonna try to search in my email if I can find the name of the thing I ordered. Oh. Life's Green Hook Cast. YouTube. We're going back to YouTube, but looking up Life's Green Corner Wardrobe. I'll go into incognito. But then that's not registered. Oh, I'm signed out? Weird. Okay, I'm just gonna do the search, see if I see anything, because YouTube is misbehaving, which is interesting. Hook cost. I don't see anything. Interesting. Right now I'm making the screen smaller. Now I have to make it bigger. Yeah, so this is the search we see. This is also good research. Before you're doing like an unboxing video, before I'm doing one, I should look up the competition. Life's Green Hook Cast. I will try the Dutch word. Okay, so this is the Dutch word hook cast, corner wardrobe. Bro, these are not, this is not the bro corner wardrobe that I have. I don't know how to find the names for it. Is it like metal? Hook, live screen, clothing rack. Yeah, this is closer. Yeah, this is also closer a little. Yeah, no, I don't see really anything matching it. Okay, we just go on, I guess. We will just use logic. It's either going to be the top or the bottom that the stable part is going to have to go to. Maybe what I can do is identify this one as one that is, no, this doesn't have it. Would it be on top or on bottom? Maybe it doesn't matter if you just make it consistent, like make it all the top, make it all the bottom. Maybe I can figure something out from the picture. Okay, if I'm looking at it, this one has a hole on top, which tells me, which gives me the intuition that you would build this first. And we know that we are trying to build an array of boxes first to like roll up the wardrobe. How did that boy Matt say it? You have to attach and stack pieces. So in order to stack, we need first like a line of boxes. So that tells me that this long part would be the bottom, where it has like an extra space, and the top would be this hole in which the new road will fit in. So that just makes sense to me, like with gravity. Yeah, so this is, we are going intuition based, but this I think will work best. And then this is not even the side that I'm putting the paper on. This is going to be the side I'm putting the paper on. And which side do I want the paper to face, by the way? I mean, where's the fucking drawing? You kind of want it to be, you want when your hand reaches in to be paper along that whole scratch. And on the sides, you don't need it according to the drawing. So we are like this. This is it. Hand goes in like that. So we're putting it on like that. Okay, like this. Yeah. Also this will go long part to the bottom, top hole to the top. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This is a two-way. No, this kind of made a middle piece. Okay. Okay. Yeah. One by one. Okay. We're done with the first one, maybe. That's nice. That's something. Okay, I just cannot think too much about this in the beginning anymore. I have to just like take my chances and see like how it works out. Now it's not extending to put in the last part, literally. It's so, like the rest is held up in such a strong way that it's literally not doing it. I have to loosen something. And you know why? It's because of the paper that it's not doing it. If I tried this part as last, the one that has this long thing, I could have done it, but now when I try to pull it back, when I try to pull it like that, the paper is restricting it. You know what I can do? I can take it off and put it on this part again. Oh, babe, you're getting backlight in the video. That's not a good light to get. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is better. Yay! Yeah, it's fitting in. I get why she said it's stable. It's pretty good. It's surprising how it holds up because it was not giving stable. Okay. If I make one more like this, will that be... What is this, by the way? Oh, this is the cover for the top. Where is the paper gone? 1, 2, 3 next to each other. So this could have a bottom. We could either make the bottom for it or go and make the whole line. Or we could make one of just bottoms. This is, don't take this out of context. Yeah, I think making a full square would give me some insight because right now that's the biggest risk that it will not come together. So let's make a box for a box's sake. So we get the 3D look of it. There is so many of them. Like, I don't know, I cannot be at this speed. Okay, my cleaning lady will probably like put it together in 10 minutes, so I should not really worry about this, but I thought it would be easier to do. And I don't want her to spend an hour on it, you know? Even though she's doing a great job at all these things. Like, construction is not my special ability. We all know that. Okay. Bottom. We'll get a... What do we get for that? Not this one. This one's for the middle. Like that. I think, yeah, like that. Okay. I'm gonna put... I can start like putting these up, by the way, before. I could just make a bunch of these on their own. Plugging it into the holder. Okay, I think we've got it. I guess the fear here, as usual, is... Okay, let's just do something. These are flexible, are they? I think flexible enough that if I put it on, I won't have to take it off. Like this, and the legs would come here. Okay, this can be done. Totally can be done. Maybe I should put this up first. This is not giving. Okay, now it's giving. Yeah, then I will put up these ones as well, both sides. These could be prepared as well for tomorrow for her top side. Are all the bars the same length? They are, like 150 of them is the same length, and there is like little tiny ones for the legs, so at least I won't confuse these ones. That's why they felt so comfortable to not even give like the person any guidance on what to do, because there isn't, they think there is no room for error. Well, we shall see. Wait, did I do something? Yeah. So what happened here is that if I'm turning this way, then its legs are not in the right direction. But this is the one where it will go in. This is the hole. So I actually have to put this one on that side. And this one... So this is the bottom. We want the hole to be interesting. So this hole would have to go... Yeah, I just have to turn it around. Okay. The paper starts a little bit slipping, so that's kind of a risk. Like, you're risking the wardrobe itself. Do I have to turn around all of them? Apparently, yes. Yeah, so it's not even the strength with which one has to pull, but more so this like thing on it that you're crumbling up, that you will be looking at for like a year. So it's not something we want to endanger. Okay, yeah, I think I would make the whole... Yeah, it was a good idea to start with the box, so we see it 3D. I don't think I would have caught this one. Okay. Like that. I'm gonna put up the one in the between the two, which might not have been a good choice again because we know how that goes. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play with it a little and not. Do I have to take it apart again? I don't feel like doing that. We'll see if it tears. It didn't tear. Then we're good. I feel like this wardrobe is not even worth the energy that I'm using to set it up. Maybe because I won't feel sad when I'm throwing it out when I move. But otherwise, like, I don't know if this is it. Yeah, what I'm also doing, I'm turning slightly the thing when I'm trying to put it in so that it has like a place where it can go. It's not like it's working. Okay, it is working a little. Yeah. Now we are back to the stage of it feeling surprisingly stable and like kind of nice. It stretches out well over the thing. It feels good. Not as good as real furniture, but almost as good. But like it feels like real organization. People even have these things within a real wardrobe to organize stuff if they don't have like levels in it and stuff. So it's a legit thing. I'm not gonna have a wardrobe around it, but still. Okay, now we are making the last part of the box. Maybe like I can put it together tomorrow like with the woman together. Maybe like I don't just let her go solo, but like I help so that it's ready faster. And I can use my knowledge that I have from this session. Okay, but it's coming together. I think it's the first one that really sucks to make. Look, isn't this nice? It's kind of nice. Yeah, I think it's only the first one that's like a catastrophe to make, and then like you're good to go. You're just like rinse, repeat. I don't want to push too deep because what if I have to take it out again? But at the same time, you know how it is. Bro, I did it the opposite way. Look. They are set up not in a symmetric way. This one is like standing, this one is like this one is like this. What do I do? I don't even know what the right way is anyways, so which way I would have to do it. Because this is already going. Okay, so if the wardrobe is going. Also, I realized that I set it up correctly with these, but I set it up wrong with these. These legs are going that way, continuing that way. These legs are continuing this way. So what I did wrong was when I like connected the two levels. So many things to go wrong. Okay, it wasn't hard undoing it. It wasn't. So we're good. These top bottom inserts are easier to take out than the side inserts, I guess because they are relying on gravity. Yes, I think this is it. Now we have like a white light from the softbox. I can't find it. The remote control for the softbox. It always likes to disappear anyways. It's on 100%. That's not so nice for my eyes. But we will. Nevertheless, we will persist. Yeah, this is it. Okay, we did it. We did the first box. And it's proper. Yeah, so now it would be the four little legs here, and we are expanding to the side. This is the middle box of 3 or 4. I'm at 8%. I actually have a 2-meter USB charger that I can practice, that I can like take away from the pod mic now that we are. And this should reach the laptop easier. But this will not like the DJI microphone. Insert Pro. For streaming, the upside of having a MacBook Pro and not an Air is that you have the other side to plug in stuff. Now I literally am not able to plug in because they are right next to each other and the DJI adapter is big. Then we go back to the Mac charger. Or you can just start streaming in a way that is charged. But who has that foresight? Not me. Look, we're doing this angle. We are so cinematic. Constrictions in directing will just define your style. Okay, we're finding now the next box. What am I building next? We should definitely first expand by the floor. So I'm thinking let's make this row of 3 boxes next to each other. 120 more bars to go. Bro, look. This is just 1/2. It literally is 120. I don't know where all these bars are supposed to even go, how we will fill it up with them, but we will. Okay. I will do some of just doing this, just to chill a little bit. Because this is mundane, this is easy, no logic, it's gonna be done. Okay, one of these, 3 of these done. Like 24 more to go. I'm gonna need some water soon. I should really be packing water for all my streams. Or like tea or something. But right now I think the thing that will push me to my limit is the softbox being on 100%. Okay, if I stand up, I found it! This is what the remote control looks like for the softbox. It's orthogonal, it has a light, and then this is supposed to spread the light. So right now it's on, no, it was on cold. This is white, this is warm. And warm is like good with my skin tone because I'm a warm autumn, so I like it. And it's also the least bad for the eyes, at least per feeling. 100%, 50%, 20%. I could turn down the lights and then it would be like a little bit more cinematic, but I like the lights on. So the spiders keep knowing their place. And I'll get a glass of water. Okay. I don't like turning away when I'm doing the 120 things, so I'm gonna put them here. So I keep on facing the sun, which is the camera. The people. Keep on facing the people. This is a good shot. I actually like it. I cannot see it like from close, but it's looking cinematic. I think it's probably a little grainy. Just because it's the MacBook camera. Like one of the things when I'm settled into like my editing process that I want to be doing is like upgrading from a webcam to whatever. I used to plug in my iPhone with a USB-C and then like hang it onto the laptop, but then I don't know, it's complicated and I wasn't sure. I feel like this is kind of not a bad quality already that I can get, and I wanted to just simplify things and focus on the screen share because that took a while to figure out. So I really wanted to focus, but this is going to be next, like the camera quality and depth. I think that's the problem really with the MacBook. It doesn't have as much depth, but it reacts so well to light. You know, now it really does look like a MacBook web camera. Like now that there isn't enough light, but when there is light, like it's giving iPhone, it's giving cinematic-ish. is it 100% again? Warm 20. I should get like a smart softbox or something. It's a miracle that I still have this like this remote control. I'm like, it's 4 a.m. I'm getting tired, but I have like an activity that's quiet duo, so it's like easy to keep streaming. But in general, I think if I'm deciding to stream in the US hours, which I've always wanted to do, I'm going to really have to start with sleep, because right now I just did not sleep, right? So I was like kind of nervous. I have been nervous, I think, and I felt like a body nervousness, especially yesterday when I didn't even stream, because like after work, then I have to start waiting around to stream, literally. And that is just, that's like literally, I was on YouTube, I was watching some really in-depth creator meta talk about how to become a creator, and I was like, this would all be great content for streaming and for making a YouTube video of reacting to it, or like planning based on that. Anyways, it was just good. So like I would just stop watching the YouTube videos at 2 minutes, and then I would start watching like the kind of YouTube videos that I wouldn't really want to watch on stream, which is also not as rewarding. Like I just don't, I prefer to watch what I watch, but that I also feel like, yeah, when you become a content creator, even though I'm not like validified in this journey yet, like everything starts feeling like it could be content, especially with live streaming where everything can be content. And it is. And it literally is. I was telling my friend, me rotting and watching YouTube, which is like my baseline activity that I've been trying to stop, that it could be like a content machine for me. And it's just shocking. It is shocking that I would watch YouTube 7 to 8 hours a day for months, cumulatively for years, and I did not even monetize it. That is not going to me any longer. Not going to be me any longer. No more will I watch YouTube for free and rot for free. I mean, what I'm doing now is also free, but I will, of course, like monetization is in the stars for me. I don't know how yet, but when I know, I'm going to stream it. And even when I don't know, I'm going to stream it. I'm going to stream figuring it out. Yeah, so on YouTube, it's 1 to 4,000. On YouTube, they need creators. On YouTube, if you're consistent for a year, I think you'll get somewhere. If you have a target audience in mind that you're targeting your message at and talking to, I think that, and I just need to keep talking to the AI so that, because sometimes I go really off and start rambling about my feelings. But if I have like a central question about a product, like right now, I've got really no central question about this, and I didn't think it through because it's my first wardrobe assembly. But when I was unboxing microphones, I already had the central question like, oh, XLR versus USB, not just, oh, unboxing the pod mic, let's see what it does, but actually being like this or this. And also about the upgrade I've made. Like, I've gone from this microphone to this microphone. Is it what I was wanting? Like literally the target audience is me before making these purchases, and also still now because during the unboxing is when I figure out if the audio is gonna be good. So for wardrobes, I'm not that invested. My room is a shit show. My life space is a shit show. And okay, so I've been thinking about monetization, right? And there are things that I feel reluctant to share, such as like filming in my room and like showing how messy it is. Literally, I cannot show how messy it is because it's too much, but maybe later on, or I don't know how, but like it's also important because a lot of people who have like some neurodivergent qualities will be in this situation. Nia so unicorn has followed. Hi. Yeah, so it's like hard for me to share, but these things I really like hearing you rumble. Big smiley, adorable. Well, rumbling here you will get. We have a YouTube chatter. Gray yellow 22222. We don't really have people from YouTube, like not. We had some Cloud Code people who have found me like based on the search term of like Cloud Code. Like, how did you happen to find us, gray yellow? Keep going. Okay. I don't know. Now that like observation changes all things. So now my rumbling has been observed. Yeah. Now my rumbling is feeling shy. Okay, so I guess I was talking about the unboxing we are doing here now, and how this is not going to be really good content for YouTube long form because I don't have a central question. One question, of course, can be, is this going to like stand up? Is this going to like fall altogether? Just on board search, can't sleep. Well, boring was in the title, so you really found it. Yeah, it's also like 4 a.m. where I am, so I'm literally trying to be active like midnight to 4 a.m. so I can like stream in the US zone. But like maybe you are in the EU zone because you also can't sleep. Where are you based? Which country? It's so nice. 3 a.m. in UK, nice. I'm just like so happy to have a chatter from YouTube because YouTube is my favorite platform. So we are multi-streaming now to Twitch and Kick and YouTube. Yeah, but in discoverability, like Kick was first. That's where I've had first viewers almost since the beginning of streaming there. And then like on Twitch, like in the 20th day of live streaming, like I had 1 or 2 chatters / viewers. I will count chatters because viewers, you never know. And YouTube, it literally took more than a month. It's interesting how these things work. And I got some clout when I had like Cloud Code in my title, but they were Spanish. They didn't even speak English, but they subscribed. They were just like, send us a sign about which AI coding tool is the best. She was just like, I won't understand what you say, but if it's Cloud Code, just say Cloud Code. And I was just like, Cloud Code. And then she subscribed. Yeah, I'm gonna look into like why subscriptions don't show up on my YouTube live stream, if that's even a thing that is possible. They were surprised. I have built them wardrobes, lots and lots of them. Really? Are you a wardrobe builder person? Like these, the cheapskate wardrobes or real wardrobes? The cheapskate, or like I think this could go inside a more expensive wardrobe, but it's just going to be the whole thing by itself because I'm not in a life situation to get like a real wardrobe. That's my life situation. Okay, we're done with the Temu. Well, Amazon, but it was only 40 euros, so it's all from China, isn't it? All roads lead back to China. Okay, what now? So we have these. I'm gonna put these back in the box. And we're getting started with the sides. And they're good fit, lots of clothes in them. Okay, like my cleaning lady also says that these are really good. I had like no trust for them. But like she said it's good. I was just like, she literally will take like control in some things in my room, my tiny room, and like it will be just like 10x better, like something I couldn't even have thought on. So it's really weird how like different people have like different talents, and even though like I consider myself maybe a little too intelligent, like I could not have like done the things that she's done in my room in like choices even of like, yeah, internal design choices. I'm like even resisting her advice. I'm just like, I have a trauma bond to my own room. Ah! Shit. I didn't like the sound of it, but it wasn't too bad. Okay. Yeah, maybe now I'm gonna start getting clothes that I have a proper wardrobe. Or she said that like now things will have a place. Maybe it won't be as messy as it gets, and that like I have more space to like live life. Yeah, she wants me to like be comfortable in my room, because like a lot of times, like right now I'm in the kitchen. Sometimes I escape to leave here when it gets too messy, and she says she wants it to be. She is surprised that I feel comfortable here because like there are other students. We are sharing the kitchen. Like I guess I don't care about if they are having like a weird. I've kind of owned the kitchen. She was like, "Do other people live here?" I'm just like, sometimes they come in, but then they leave. Okay. But now it's kind of weird. We're starting to kind of have a community. But like, I'm just zoned out. I've been living here for a few years now, and like, I'm done. Like, what is the point of hanging out with your flatmates when you could be live streaming? It's like a little bit of a waste of time. Like, all social connections start seeming like a waste of time once you've started streaming. And this is something that I've seen like happen to Clavicular when he says like, yeah, I go golfing, mini golfing only for the stream. He's like, it's crazy. Some people are going mini golfing and not even streaming it. And this was around the time that I started being influenced to live stream, when I started considering it. But I was already having these feelings just like with YouTube on the back end. But like YouTube videos are so different. You pick up your phone, you're like, oh, this is a good shot. You film for 30 seconds and that's like a transition or something. You film the big moments and then you come back and you are with the people in your life. Not in live streaming. Live streaming never stops. And you are either people come in with you and they join you in the live stream, or they are separated from your life. Or Clavicular says she has to be very hot for me to go off stream. Okay, this went easy actually. We did the whole thing. Nice. I'm thinking of taking this one off and replacing it with yeah. We're going faster. We started going faster. Am I the only person seeing that? It may be delusion. This one seems huge. This is bigger than the other ones? Yes. We have a different kind of bar. Very interesting. Oh, shit. Can you see? This one's bigger than that one. Yes, you're getting quicker once you've done a few boxes. Yes, number 1, 2 done, 1.5 done. We're getting there. Okay, I'm gonna put this separately because it's different. Maybe what happened is that like I put them. Interesting, they seem like mixed in within one. Okay. This should be good. Uh-huh. Okay. What now? We're here. On a roll. Yeah, now we are at a stage where I'm just like, do we build another one on this side? Because we've built that side as the middle. Let's look at the drawing. 3 long and then off to the side. Okay. So, yeah, that's the way light works. You don't see anything without light in the camera. But it's like 3 long, so I have to think about finishing the 3 or making a corner from it. This could be an end. This already has to be an end. Yes, this will have to be the end. And that will have to be the corner part. Okay. Then we've decided. I feel like I should make the corner first so that because that's going to be more difficult, and then show me closer. Okay. Oh. We are changing the light to warm, 50%, 20%. This is the drawing that we have. So we have like a 3 by and 1 here in the corner. This is gonna be like a corner wardrobe. And so here we will have to be doing the finishing shots. So putting a plug on it, wait, let me show you the plug. There are special plugs. This one is a straight plug. I haven't even found one like this before. So this will go where we don't see any rods. And here I'm going to look for a rod in the corner that has like 4 things coming out of it. And also like branches out. So we are looking to make this corner piece. And here we are going to have the end. And I'm kind of not closing off the end because I think anything could still happen. We will just keep that open-ended and start making our way to the middle. Okay, so for the middle, I'm looking for, the rest will be normal, but 2 of them will have like different kind of ends. Okay. I can start out by just putting the thing there and then finding the correct thing once I see it like put together. Yeah, we can do that. So here comes the next one. This is going to be a bit too big for the camera. It's getting bigger. And for this environment. So the bottom shape like the letter L. Yeah, it's like an L corner situation. This also seems like a thicker one. No, it's not too thick. There are some thick bars. There is no length difference, but some are much thicker than others. Yep. Okay, we've got the bottom. We'll get it to the top. And after that, we are thinking about the corner, about the L pieces. My water is probably too close. Sometimes, by the way, it also happens to me that I cannot sleep and I want to watch somebody like not do too much. I feel like live streams, if they are good for one thing, it's like falling asleep. Yeah, because sometimes it's not very busy. It's like much chiller than short form content. So actually like short form content makes me feel a little bit sick and I don't feel seen by it. I feel like it's pretty toxic. I will be making it. Don't misunderstand me, but like I feel like live streaming as like strange as a form of media it is, like it has its benefits and I think it's better than short form content. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Yeah, Grey Yellow is like on a mission to fall asleep. And he's at the perfect place. Or she. Okay. We've got the two pieces. And now we are going to be looking for the corner pieces from this huge fucking bag. What are we looking for? I think so for the L. There is going to be one quarter piece. Yeah, Grey Yellow said that I should come closer. Sometimes I don't really think through how to take the audience with me on the journey. So I try to take I don't know, I'm taking the audience with me. So I'm gonna be looking for like a quarter thing. I plug in my Mac quickly while it's near. I am a him. And don't think I will sleep. Enjoying your company. Oh, okay. So, like, whenever you feel like you fall asleep, like, feel free to fall asleep. We will know you're in a good spot. Okay, we are looking for a cross. We are looking for one corner, like a normal corner for the real corner of the L, and one long one, like we've had before. So like the usual, let's grab a usual one. Oh, I can't even find the most common one now. My eyes have adapted. Just be yourself 100. Okay. my eyes have adapted, and now this is like living among this. Ah! This is like living among the penguins. Like first you don't understand how they could tell each other apart, but once you've lived like a week with them, you're just like, oh, that's Damon. So now that's how I feel with these pieces. Now they all look different. This is the regular one that we will want for this part. Okay, we've got one. Shall I put it there already? I think I should. Yeah, I think that's like also the live streaming. Like there is no way in live streaming around being yourself. Like you can try, but not for long. Especially when you go every day and when you start like pushing it to more hours. Like I think the longest I've had is like 7 hours. Who is going to fake being somebody else for like 20 hours? Like sometimes I was even like, when I was near the pool and I was like rude to my mom and somebody was just like, well, she was like telling me to stop live streaming. So I did not take kindly to that. And also she was far away. And maybe like maybe I'm a brat, I don't know. And then I was just like, oh God, I can't fake it anymore. Yeah, but I'm nice to her most of the time. But like she's far away when we are there at the pool. So, okay, is this it? So I'm putting this one here. As like a placeholder almost. The bottom has to go. Wait, this was the bottom. Yeah. Okay, I'm just putting it on 90% so that we can make changes. We are looking for, I think we've got a corner where it connects to 2 pieces. Yep, and that's it. Wait, we've made an L, and that is, if this is the end piece, I should put on the corner like here. So this should have been the cross piece, I think. And I need to go back to the drawing board. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so the third one, you already have to start making it at the second one because you have to choose a cross piece. Now I literally have to take that off. There is no way around it, I think. Turn it upside down. Let's see. Okay, let's change some perspectives. So this is yeah, so I've already made the 3, so I'm going to need to backtrack 1. Now the question is only like how to backtrack exactly. Maybe it's not going to be that hard. Let's just go for it. And I have to do the top 2 and the bottom 2. This is... Okay, but it wasn't too hard to do. Nice, okay. But now we need that fucking cross before I lose my shit. Found it. I think I found it. I found 1. We just need 1 before, so that it's established pattern, and then on top I will remember. Crossing here. Bro. Okay. We're going places. You're funny, no instructions. Well, there are no instructions were given with the thing. Like, but I am funny. That is a quality that I have. Yeah, I think that they thought this was so easy and like you're supposed to literally just logic it out from the drawing, I think. These are the instructions, this little drawing. That's it. That's all they thought. Yeah, because there isn't really much more to it than logicking it out. They cannot really tell you how to do this stuff. Like, they can't really spell it out more. They could spell it out a little more, but I feel like the only valuable thing for this is like a tutorial, which I like plan on making of this video. And yeah, it probably will not be a good one, but it will be a decent one. It really like the only purpose of the tutorial would be to like have seen somebody go through it and then kind of like the penguin situation, like understand the upcoming challenges. I guess my target audience will be like students and people who like chronically rant. Okay, nice, but we did this. We're doing the top next. Finding another, found it already, yay. Putting this on top. Shit. I did the wrong direction, I think, because I turned it around and okay. I need to have it like this. Yeah. Okay, doing good. We're doing good. It's getting there. It is becoming bigger. That cannot be denied. Okay, this one, actually, we will just need it to be like upside down. So, but everything else is correct. Okay, yeah, we fixed this so fast. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, we have the corner pieces there. They are correct in their stance. Okay, we can go think about the next thing. Okay, so what's next? It's really going to be like finishing the corner with logic and with the other corner piece from the L. So let's look back at the drawing. It's 4:30 a.m. like for my brain, and I need to charge. My MacBook pulled out by the thing. Okay. Charging. I could put up okay, now the corner is here. I'm doing it like mirrored. It's a little confusing, okay, but I'm just gonna look here. Okay, one corner and the one opposite to that is a straight one. So opposite corner, straight one, good, okay. We're looking at the end of the corner. They are both we are stopping one with a final corner. Let's find a final corner. I think this is a final corner. My hair is starting to settle in. Okay. Final corner. On that part, on the one diagonal to the four-way. What are we putting here? One that goes straight on. This one will straight on like this. Is that a regular? Found one. Now it's hard to find regulars after I've done these. Interesting. That's all I could find before. Okay, so this actually will go better if I'm first doing this. Okay, I feel like this will not need so much narration anymore, but maybe it's nice to narrate, maybe it's a little bit too... Now that we know what we're doing. I think if I'm wise, I don't even know how I can make it up until like 5 a.m. I woke up around 11. I don't know, there is no dream in my eye right now. Yeah, because this kind of has to be done until tomorrow, so... Oh no, I'm feeling the dream. Okay. I could repeat these steps on top. Or I could confirm that this will be an L, but you know what I didn't think about? Like the shape of my room. Like which shape I wanted, that will depend on the room, right? But like my room is at the time like so messy that I can't even take out my table. I don't even know what would be good there. I think I might call it a day. Or how much can I build without deciding which one will be where the L will go? I would literally need to look into my room and decide which side it's going to be shaped with the L on, because you cannot turn the L around, because this one has, like, you cannot just turn it on its head, because maybe you could. Like, I kind of just made it up that this is the top and that's the bottom. Maybe I could just... Oh, one thing you cannot change is that the top of the cloth is like shiny and it's water repellent, and the bottom is not. So it's nicer to have this side on top. All right, I feel like that's it for me today, being a productive streamer. So I'm gonna have some water and then I'm gonna go to sleep. This is maybe like not a single session put together, because you have to be getting to know the shelf while you're building the shelf. So I think it will be good to sleep on it for one. And I've already prepared the terrain for tomorrow. So now I'm an expert on this wardrobe. Yeah. Tomorrow is a work day too. I don't know, bro. And then my friends want to go out and party. We'll see how that goes. I need to get some sleep. How am I not tired? She's coming over at 11 a.m. to help with my room. Yeah. So gray, yellow, you and me, we're going to sleep. We need to sleep eventually. Yeah, once I start staying up late, it just goes over into the circadian rhythm, and then it's harder to go back. But what I'm thinking of is becoming it's called bi sleep, when you sleep not one time but 2 times, so I can hit these streaming times. I don't think today was a great US streaming time in terms of I didn't have more US audience than usually, but in theory this is the time when they are up in the US, so I just gotta be consistently up from midnight to 4 a.m. That's the streamer life. Streamer life. I'm gonna do an outro screen. How do I do one? Okay, we will do a last. Yeah. I think I'll be sleeping tomorrow. You made me yawn, but still awake. Yeah, yawning spreads. Alright. Oh. Sleeping tomorrow, you skip a night. Bro, that's gonna be brutal. Alright. See you guys.